great big welcome to you. It's really great to have you join us. I'm going to be showing you all the books that I would like to dip in and out of over the next few months, but I'm going to also focus more on what I will be doing in May. So some of these are just ideas. There is no way I'm going to get through all of these books. I've got a huge stack here, but this is sort of where my head is at the moment, and from the end of May up until the end of August, we are on summer holidays, so I'm hoping to be doing a lot more coloring. So some of these books might repeat in my June coloring plans, my July coloring plans, and so on and so forth. But for now, these are just some of the books that I am thinking I might go in and color. However, it is also subject to change because I do color based on my moods. So I'm going to clear off my desk and I'm going to show you my my whips that I don't need to finish, and then I'll go on to the pictures I'd like to do for my coloring checklist challenge, and then the pictures I want to do because it's still spring and I want to do some floral stuff, and then I've got MerMay. So I'm going to clear this off and we'll get started. Right, so let's have a look at some of the whips I want to finish. I'm going to zoom you in. So in Mythographics Magical Earth by Joseph Katzenbang, as you know, I am doing a series in this book, and we have been coloring on my live streams this beautiful giraffe page. So I'm hoping to complete this page in May and also have started another page. And I'm really enjoying this. We are using Inktense only pencils, and I'm using a variety of techniques. The main one I have been using is just rubbing the Inktense pencil on a palette board and then picking it up wet with my paintbrush and painting it on. And then the other technique I've been doing is dipping the tip of the pencil into the water and then coloring onto the page. So those are two new techniques I've been experimenting with, and I must say I'm really enjoying this color along. So if you would like to see what I have done up to this point, do go check out my live stream series. I'll link it up here in the corner for you, as well as some of my other Inktense videos, and then I hope that you will enjoy it. Alright, so that is my whip in Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Katzenbang. Of course, in this book I do have a tiger page. Now the coloring checklist challenge that I'm trying to do has got a color your favorite animal challenge. So the tiger is one of my favorite animals. So this is an option for that challenge. I don't know if I'll come in and do this one or if I will do the one in another book, but this is an option. So I might finish the giraffe page and come back in here. So touch and go, we'll have to see. But those are my two options in Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Katzenbang. Next up is Circle of Life by Malpamini Chattopadhyay, and in here I would like to finish in May this lighthouse picture. And there are a few other pages I would like to get started in here. I have thought of doing the flamingo page, which is here, so I might come in and do this one, but we'll see. I really just want to first finish this page. It's turning out really lovely, and I do like using the Inktense pencils in it. I also have been using Prismacolor. So that is my whip I'd like to complete in Circle of Life by Malpamini Chattopadhyay. Of course, in Fairy and Fantasy 2, there are quite a few pages. I want to finish this book. So I have a color along video series I'm busy with, which is on the Hydrangea Girl. I'd like to have this one done. And then I would also like to come in and color either Sweet Temptations or the Cup of Warmth, and that will tick off a couple of other checklist challenges. So I need to color in a picture with a mug, a cup of tea or cup of coffee. I need to color in a page with some food. So these 2 pages would tick that off quite nicely for me. And maybe I do a limited palette, but we'll see. So then I might, maybe this page, I don't know, at least, at the very least, 1 page every month in this book. So that is Fairy and Fantasy 2 by Christine Karen. In Drummondwanger by Tomislav Tomic, I would really like to see completed in May my double page spread, which you would have seen in my completed pages for April, but I'd like to finish this page. I think it will look really, really spectacular when it's done. So yeah, this is very much on my to-do list, and if I stay motivated, I would also like to complete my other whips, this page, or alternatively this double page spread, which is a long-standing whip. So either of these 3 pages or all of them I'd like to have completed at, let's say, by September. So fingers crossed, it would be really, really nice, but they are a lot of work. So if I just get one of these options done, I will be happy. So that is my options in Drummondwanger by Tomislav Tomic. Then in Leila Dooley's The Flower Year, I would like to finish filming this color along series, where I'm using Derwent Artist pencils. So I'd like to complete, at the very least, the flowers. I might change and do the bird with something else, but I'd like to do the flowers with Derwent Artist and complete that. And then I would also like to finish the fuchsia page here. So I'd like to do that and then have a look and see if there are any other pages I can color in May. But if I just even get those 2 done, I'll be very happy. So that's some options in The Flower Year by Leila Dooley. Then for options of books I would like to come in and color, I really, really want to color tulips and flowers. So I would really like to color in this double page spread. I love Klara Markova's pictures. I just need to keep myself motivated to finish them. So I'd like to do this one, and I'd also like to do the fish page, which my one son asked me to color, which is this one. And I'd like to try this one with mixed media, so Inktense pencils and Prismacolors would be a really great combo. So those are 2 of the pages I would really, really like to do. Hopefully in May, if not in May, going into June, that would be lovely. So that's Fairy Touch of Magic by Klara Markova. And then another book I'd like to do is this one, Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle. And I just really want to color in flowers, so I thought I'd participate in the Color with Ukraine hashtag and color a wreath. So I'd like to do this one, and possibly I'm not sure yet what pencils, maybe Castle Arts or Polly's. I haven't done work with Polly's in a while, so that would be nice. So that is my option in Twilight Garden. But actually I have another page I would like to do, and it does have tulips, and it's this one. I'd like to do this one as well, because it's got the small hyacinths and it's got the tulips, and yeah, I really just want to color those in at the moment. So I might even ignore the wreath and just come straight here because that's my mood. So yeah, so those are two options in Twilight Garden by Myriad. Then for the checklist challenge, I want to color every month in Fragile World. I don't think I colored in it much during April, so I would like to come in and do a picture in here. I don't know which picture, but the coloring checklist challenge does require me to color a page with my favorite animal, and as I mentioned, I love tigers. So now there is a tiger page somewhere in here. Here you go. So I might color this page in. If I can just work up the courage for it. Otherwise, I might pick another page and just do something in Kirby's Fragile World. So that is my, one option in the Fragile World. The other option I would like to still do is this narwhal page. There's a page of narwhals. So I'm quite keen to do this page only in Inktense pencils. I like using Inktense pencils for this sort of perspective. I think because you don't need to use a lot of details, but I think it could look really, really nice. So yeah, either of these two pages or any page in this book would be great fun. So that is what I want to color in Fragile World by Kirby Rosanas. Another Kirby book that I've just recently got is World Within Worlds. And I have got a flip through up on the channel coming very soon. So I'll link that up here in the right hand corner. And because it's the King Charles III's coronation this month, I thought it would be great fun just to commemorate this historic event, and I thought I would color in one of these crowns. So I'm going to do some research and see what the coronation crown will look like, and then I will go and pick one of these crowns and then color the crown accordingly, and just use the colors as inspiration. So yeah, I want to do that very, very soon. So that is going to be my first page in Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanas, and I'm really, really glad I got this book. I really do like it, and I'm not going to worry about the hidden things. I'm just going to enjoy the book. So that is Worlds Within Worlds. And then coming to my coloring checklist challenge, I'm realizing I actually need to speed up a little bit with the ticking off the challenge items. So I really need to push myself in the next couple of months to get more ticked off the list and focus a bit more on that. So coming into Jasmine Beckett Griffith, I have 2 pages I need to work on. One is an outstanding whip, which I started earlier in the year, and it's to color a fairy tale, which I chose Snow White and Alice in Wonderland. So I really need to work more and just focus on getting this page done. I am feeling slightly intimidated by these beautiful illustrations, and I haven't yet worked out how to color the portraits. So I think I just need to stop second guessing myself and just trust myself a bit more and go for it. So I need to color this page, and then I want to color this page because I need to color a gothic or dark fantasy page as part of the checklist challenge. So I want to come in and do this one and theme it as a gothic theme because she's got the heavy boots and, you know, the fishnet sort of things here, the choker necklace. So I think that this page would look really, really great, and I can really theme it with those grays and blacks and whites and maybe slate grays. So these are the 2 pages I would like to actually get working on and complete in Jasmine Beckett Griffith's coloring book. Then the next option I've got for my coloring checklist challenge is a double page spread in Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. And in here I do have a WIP, which I am actually, quite honestly, I'm ignoring right now because I'm just feeling quite lost with it. But I want to come in and do this double page spread. So if I complete this one, I will tick off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checklist challenges. So I need to color a page with woodland elements. So in this case, I've got the toadstools. I need to color a double page spread. I need to color a summer season, and I really feel that this page is, well, maybe not summer, maybe it's more autumnal, so I might have to do it as an autumn season, or it's a summer season with fungus, I don't know. But color a page with bugs or insects, so it's got quite a lot of bugs, and it's got a building here, and then it's got a mushroom building here. So I thought that could work, so we'll see. And I'm drawing a little bit of inspiration from Shell's coloring journey. She did a beautiful Hannah Carlson page with reds and whites and like a green, a white, green, blue background. So I want to draw inspiration from her background and maybe replicate some of that on this page. But we'll have to see how it goes. I might even get cold feet and abandon this and go somewhere else. So we'll see how it goes. But that's the plan for Tales from the Forest Kingdom. And then I have another challenge, but it's not related to the checklist challenge. For the summer holidays, my children decided that they would give me a coloring challenge, and their coloring challenge is to try and see how many pages I can complete in Anastasia's When Dragons Dream coloring book. So I have a few pages already completed in here, and this book has about, I think, 40 or so pages that I need to color, maybe a bit more. I've already colored one. This one was done as a color along with the Lavella's coloring. I followed her coloring series for this, and it really was super helpful. But then I have a couple of WIPs in here which I need to do, but I'm thinking if I use the Inktense pencils, it will help speed this up a little bit, and hopefully I can color them a little bit quicker. So I've got this WIP here, which I'm using Inktense pencils in the background and Arteza pencils for the main picture. So I need to finish this. And I've got this blackberry page, and I think if I use Inktense pencils on the leaves, I could really make this work. So quite a few of the blackberries are already done. I need to just deepen some of these other blackberries. So yeah, so that's a WIP. And then there's a whole lot of pages that I haven't done. I completed this page, but I don't know what I was doing with the wings there. And then I have another WIP here, which I need to work on. So they've told me not to worry about the small little images on the other page. They just want me to work on getting as many of these bigger pages done as possible within the next 3 months. So I need to focus a lot more on this book, and hopefully I can get more done. So that's my challenge for the summer, When Dragons Dream by Anastasia Eli Kolderiva. And then with regards to MerMay, I have several options. In Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Klett, I have this page is an option. Again, I could use watercolor pencils, I could use the Inktense, Neocolor 2s. So there's a lot of I can do with this page. I might even see how much of it I can do with Neocolor 2s and Inktense pencils. And then I'll come in with pencils and do the fine details just with pencils. And then I could even do this one here. So those are two options for MerMay in this book. So that's Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Klett. So we'll see. Hopefully I can do more in here. And I think because this is a book where you don't really need to worry about being realistic, I think I could color in here a little bit quicker than I have been. So I think I need to give this book a little bit more attention. Alternatively, I have Selena Phoenix Mermaids coloring collection. Now, this is on Amazon paper and I really don't like the paper. However, if I use polychromos or Prismacolors, I can make a plan with the paper. I could even use alcohol markers because these pages are single-sided. So let's have a look. There were a couple of pages I thought I could do this page. It shouldn't be too difficult. The other page I thought I really leaned towards was this one. Again, I could very easily use alcohol markers here. I could use Inktense pencils. I could even use Neocolor 2s. The paper will warp quite badly. However, I don't mind. I can iron it flat. So there is a lot of room for speeding it up with other media I could do. And then I think I'll probably do her hair with polychromos and probably use a mix of Prismacolors and polys because they do work much better on this paper. Maybe even this one, if I can just work out whether she's sitting on the water or in the water. I'm a bit confused how I'm supposed to color her, because it looks to me like she's sitting on the water, but I would rather have her sitting in the water. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, unless she's just completely magical and she's levitating and is actually above the water. Yeah, so those two I'm really leaning towards. There is the light reflections that I'm not sure of. Maybe this one, because she's out of the water. She's sitting on a rock, kind of like an aerial kind of thing going on. So I could do that. I did like this one. I could do all these fishes as silhouettes and then just a nice blue background. So I might even do this one. It's not too difficult. And then like with the key here, I could just do a gel pen, and some of the smaller details just use gel pen. So one of these pages would do. Maybe even this one could look really, really lovely. I might have to refer to Selena Phoenix pictures just to see how to color it. But yeah, so those are some options in Mermaid's Coloring Book by Selena Phoenix. Then I have two options. I have two options also in Mermaid Special, but I also have one page I want to do in 100 Hugs by Chris Riddle. And this isn't a coloring book. This is a book of quotes. illustrated by an incredible illustrator, and a few people in the colouring community are colouring in his illustrations within this book. So if I colour this page, I will tick off my checklist challenge, the challenge part which requires me to colour a page in a pocket-sized colouring book. So it's not a colouring book, but it is pocket-sized. And I would colour in this mermaid page here. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have this one done in May because I do need to get it done, and maybe I can come in and do a few more other pages in here. So that is 100 Hugs by Chris Riddle. And then finally, in Colouring Heaven Mermaid Special with designs by Anastasia Ellie Coldreeva, I've got several whips, but I don't feel like colouring them. However, I wouldn't mind colouring this beautiful mermaid, and I've got a plan all set out here, so that's one of my options. There's a few other ones which I didn't tag. She's just got such beautiful designs. This one is another page I'd love to colour in, and I would use Inktense pencils as a base and then finish everything off with pencil, and I think it would go quite quickly. There is another one I really do want to colour, and I could also check off the checklist challenge. Colour is something representing love, and it would be this one. So very, very beautiful drawings here. I'd create a beautiful teal or blue lagoon, and then you've got the rocks in the background, and then focus here on the sand and just make her the focal point. So yeah, I'd like to do this one. So those are some of the options I could do for MerMay. Maybe even the first page here, which would also tick off a checklist challenge, and maybe in some muted colors. So I've got a few options for MerMay, but we'll see. So that is my ideas, things I want to color, things I would like to participate in. Some options I've got. I definitely have to prioritize the coloring checklist challenge as well as my children's challenge for me in Dragon's Dream. So I have a lot of coloring to do. I'm not saying I'm going to get through all these books. If I get through 6 of them, that will be brilliant. However, I like having options available and ideas to throw around. So those are my ideas. Let me know what you would like to see as a color along, and what your plans are for May, and let's see what we can arrange together and color together. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate you watching and taking the time to be with me. As always, I hope to see you in the next video. Do like, subscribe, comment below, as it does help the channel get to more people, and share our love for coloring. Until next time, everyone, take care and bye for now.